What's good out there, YouTube world? That devil, 3 A-holes media. Went to Lexington Comic Con last night. Plan on going again tomorrow. It snowed where I'm at now, so I had to drive. To drive there, the time zone changes, so to get there it takes about 5 hours according to the clock. It's only 3 hours and 40 minutes, but you gotta add an hour and then a midway pit stop if you really, want to stretch your legs or something, because it's a pretty long time to be sitting in the car. On the way back, I lose an hour, so it's a lot better that way. But anyway, I went Friday because I want to see Jay and Silent Bob get old, and Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes were there. Jason Mewes was there all weekend, so it wasn't no big deal about him. But I was like, man, I wish Kevin Smith would take some photo ops or whatever, but it was said that he wouldn't be on the con floor. Well, then I drive. We get done with that after it was delayed, and it's like maybe like 10 o'clock, 10:30ish, and then we head back home from Lexington, and so 4 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes later, well, I see on the Lexington Comic Con Facebook page, Kevin Smith decided to stay, and Saturday morning at 11 he's going to be doing the photo ops. And I'm like, son of a bitch. But I was like, I kind of figured it was going to happen, but it doesn't always happen. So, but anyway, here we go. At the Jay and Silent Bob Get Old podcast live recording, Kevin Smith said that he had sent off the third draft, which is basically going to be the final draft, because he got it from 120 something pages to 100 pages, I guess it was, because he was saying that 120 is too long. But a lot of people were saying don't cut nothing out, keep it all in. But he said, like, for a long time he's always been just good enough kind of guy, and he's now thinking that with being around Mewes for so long that he can get it right. And like a lot of the stuff that happened on the first film was just kind of like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and he really didn't know what he was doing. So he says now he knows, and it's supposed to be super funny, but it's Jay and Silent Bob sequel, but it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. But because the Hollywood executives are going to reboot the franchise in the movie, so then Jay and Silent Bob have to go back to Hollywood like they did in the first one. It actually sounded pretty good the way he was talking, but the funniest part was he was saying it was going to be Blunt Man v Chronic, and with the Superman, Batman v Superman, and how all that, I think it's gonna be all right. I think it'll be. So that's just a little bit of the buzz from last night's podcast that he filmed. Yeah, it may be uploaded now to listen to or not, I don't know, but I was there live, and it was a blast seeing him live. Like, you pay to see musicians, or you pay to see for movie, but to just see them guys up there with the chemistry they got and them talking, and you're just sitting there going, man, I'm here watching two friends basically just have a blast, and it's the pure American dream and shit, man. It's fucking awesome. And that even though he is kind of divish by not going, yeah, that's right, you're divish, but not going to the con floor. Jason Mewes don't give a shit. He's on the con floor. He was out front of the fucking convention center and shit, smoking and shit. But the podcast like celebrates Jason Mewes' sobriety. Like, I think he said 6 years, 8 months, and 8 days or something like that. He's been sober from heroin and stuff, because that's what happened on the first movie. The first movie almost got canceled because of all his issues with alcohol and drugs and stuff. So, and then that's why he really hadn't been doing much with Kevin Smith since, even though he's had a few small parts here and there. But this is supposed to be like I don't want to say reward, but this is a way of them getting back together to do. I'm I'm hoping it ain't gonna be the final one. I'm hoping he ends up doing the trilogy, but anything's better than nothing. But even though they, he knows, Kevin Smith knows J.J. Abrams real good, and he, is in with the Hollywood. He's directing Supergirl and directed The Flash and stuff like that. Like, even though he's in cool with all that, he still somewhat stayed true to the roots. And this movie is gonna go back to the roots, so I'm real excited about it. I think it was awesome, but the whole idea of a reboot that's not really a reboot, but they're going after the reboot. I I'm on board 100%. Like, oh man, it's just, if you get a chance, if he comes to town, don't fucking, oh, I'm pregnant, or I got a job, or I wish I could. Or, no, fuck that. If they come to town, go see the shit. Like, pay the money, go see the shit. It's a blast. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. It's greatness, man. So, I mean, and and I've been kind of slacking lately on some things because I'm just kind of not feeling the entrepreneur motivation anymore. Except for, like, it's easy to, like, do like little stuff here and there, but when Kevin Smith said, "Don't let nobody stop you. Make sure if you're gonna put something out, don't be a perfectionist. Just it's good enough, and use any excuse you can to get you to the starting line." And like he was saying that, like, losing all this weight, and the guy from the Goldbergs told him that if he wanted to get in shape and be healthy, he didn't have to exercise. All he had to do was cut out sugar, basically grains, but he said gluten, but it's grains that you got to cut out, and then dairy. And he was like, I ain't cutting out dairy. I like my milk, But now he's saying he looks the best that he's looked since he was, like, ever. And he wants to do that Jay and Silent Bob so he can see himself on screen, because he knows he can't hold on to it for long before he starts to get fat again and just saying, fuck it, I'm eating sugar again, So that, that was kind of cool, because I've been slacking both on the, like, I used to publish comic books, and then I got into music. And I mean, I put out a lot of music and stuff, but I've been wanting to do, like, short films and video, other videos, not just like right here talking to the camera and stuff, but like actual skits and film type stuff. And I was just like, making up excuses and shit. And when he was like, man, don't let nobody anything that gets you there to start it and do it, and I'm just like, yeah, you're right. And I've been slacking on my low carb, kind of, what I call it, the protocol. Because the Wolverine stuff where Hugh Jackman was eating, like, spinach and chicken and fucking working out, like the HIIT, HIIT, high intensity interval training. I was doing that for a while, and I got down to like 177 pounds, and I was feeling good and looking pretty good. And now I've blown back up a little bit. It's kind of slacking, so it kind of motivated me, so it might motivate you. And then the whole Jason Mewes being sober and stuff, that helped. That helps, that may help somebody, So I'd say, fuck it, go spend the money and do it, man. Go watch it. It's fucking awesome. But Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, Blunt Man v Chronic. Hopefully we'll see y'all there, because I'm going to be there day one. And no bootlegs. That devil is out. 3 A-Holes Media.